Hello and welcome to Enchanted Babes, the show with D&D under the sea. My name is NerdKicks and I am your aquatic DM, and I'm joined as always by my players Ashta, Alex, and Sun. Hello. So we're going to start with our usual announcement, which is that you should follow us on all our social medias. We have a TikTok and an Instagram, and all of our episodes are uploaded within a couple of days onto YouTube, and all of those are under Enchanted Babes. So go find us there and follow us there. Our second announcement is that it is Sun's birthday. Happy birthday, Sun.
Happy birthday.
To our
Thank you.
Wonderful Earthalani Rogue.
I had to break out the castanets for that one.
Absolutely. And then, so we have 2 birthdays in a row here because my birthday was last week and then Sun's birthday is this week. So it's great. And then our third announcement, I'm going to send it on over to Ashta.
Oh, yes. Hi. Hello. I am playing as part of Random Encounter Productions, Hortensia PvP League. I am in a team called By Popular Demand. Our next game is on Saturday, the 19th of June at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's over at twitch.tv/reprpg. So if you want to come and cheer and maybe give some donations, because we can actually spend that as gold in game and buy ourselves some more cool magic gear, that would be ace. Yeah. So come watch me kick some butt as a bugbear barbarian.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Yeah. With the polearm master feat, which means I have 15 foot of reach, which the rogue opponent last game tried to disengage and run away and did not survive.
Not this time.
So yeah, come hang out. It'll be fun.
Nice. That is so delightful. Remember to tune in every week to see us on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. I always forget that we have so many different time zones. Pacific Standard Time. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's sometime in the morning Australia time. 10? Is it 10 o'clock?
It is 10 a.m.
Oh my goodness. So before we dive right in, let's go ahead and see what happened last week on Enchanted Babes.
Kale, I'm still at the Wicked Clam. I've met some friends, and we've been trying to help out the town here. A wolf eel infestation ended up with us freeing people who got trapped in a magic mirror by a doppelganger evil wizard. A woman living in the forest had been feeding them, and they got really upset when she and her sister had been imprisoned in the mirror. We broke the mirror and got them out, and ended up having to fight the doppelganger. My crossbow skills came in handy, and we ended up getting the doppelganger put in jail so he can't hurt anyone anymore. The mirror was really, really weird. I've never seen something like that before. One of the women was stuck in there for 20 years, and there was a soldier stuck there too, and I don't know how long he was there. This is something from a story that we would have told the kids back home. But I don't know, I can't believe that it's something like this is happening. We got back to the Wicked Clam, and I got a note from Fred about how to contact him again. I don't know if I can trust him, but I think I have to. I'm gonna try and talk to him again, but I have so many questions and I don't know where to start. But I'll figure something out.
And we're back. So you've made it back to the Wicked Clam. Thauma, what would you like to do?
I'm assuming it's after dark now?
It is after dark now.
Okay, I'm going to go downstairs and as inconspicuously as possible, because I do not know if my friends are downstairs, go to the door and knock on it to see if I can get a hold of Fred.
First, I'd like you to make a stealth check.
Okay. Using my fancy new dice.
Woohoo! Birthday dice!
Birthday dice, and it rolled pretty well. That's a 16.
Birthday dice captions. Dice, not dies. Dice.
Dice. That is a 16 plus 9, so 25.
All right, you're able to be pretty darn inconspicuous as you head down to the side door in the tavern, and you go ahead and knock, and you hear sort of a rustle for a moment, and then you hear the low voice say, "Yes, come in."
I open the door and slide through the smallest possible opening of the door as possible, and close it behind me. But I do not approach Fred.
Okay,
I stay
so
kind of at the door.
last time they were behind the desk, and you only saw the top half. You saw this like mottled orange and red skin and a very, very short brown hair. And this time you can see they are over at a cabinet in the corner, and their skin is orange from the top of their head all the way to the end of their tentacles below. They appear to be Ursulani. Excuse me. And they look at you as you come in, and they say, "Yes, Thauma, right?"
Yes. Hi. Thank you for the note, letting me know how to get in touch with you again. I'm sorry I ran out so quickly. Yesterday I wasn't expecting that kind of information.
It seemed like bad news.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
Are you in danger?
Not immediate, no. At least I don't think I am. But my family might be. I have questions. I know I do. I can't think of anything specific.
Would you like to take a seat?
I think I'd rather stay not sitting. She does move away from the door, but they kind of just float nervously back and forth, essentially pacing.
Okay. And Fred gives you a little bit of space, like they don't really approach you.
Is Fred an octo or a deca?
Octo.
Octo. Okay.
So an octo Ursulani is a half octopus person, and a deca Ursulani is going to be like a half squid. So they are an octo Ursulani, but very different coloring than a lot of the Ursulani. Or no, Thauma is orange and red as well, right?
Thauma is
orange and white. Yeah,
rusty. Is a rusty red.
Okay, this
color.
is more of like a bright orange and red kind of color, and without the white that Thauma has.
Okay.
Kind of like a Pacific octopus.
throwing the real biology there into our fantasy world.
Yes. So you had just said my family might be.
Yeah.
Fred says, "Can I ask where your family is?"
I don't know.
That's difficult.
I can only assume. The note told me to stay out of Genbor. Did I say Genbor? I had it written down. So I and that makes perfect sense. That might be where he is, but I don't know. And do you? I don't remember if I asked this before. Do you know who got this note to you? And I take out the note previously from Kale, just the one that says that he has been caught and to
It's
stay
on
out again.
Owlbear now.
Woo!
This is what I do at work. Don't tell my boss. Yes, so you hold out the note and they say it was delivered by a trusted messenger. A trusted messenger who lives in Genbor. And all I don't know where they got it from, but I do know that I have been informed I should be expecting people from Tabora. However, you are the first one to come through. I didn't read the note. I'm not in the business of reading the messages that I deliver. I simply delivered it.
Yeah, they're I'm surprised I'm the first one that you've come across.
Can I ask you a question that your answer will not leave this room?
Okay.
Do your concerns have anything to do with the heist that happened in Tabora a few months ago? Several months ago?
My worries concern the pod. And that's as Thauma does not say yes or no regarding the heist specifically.
Well, I know that I know you said you don't wish to go to Genbor, but the messenger, I can tell you how to get in touch with them. It would unfortunately require going into Genbor.
Yeah, I figured that's where I'll have to go. I mean, I have to find him. I have to. Yeah, if you could let me know how to get in touch with your messenger, it would be greatly appreciated.
In the northeastern corner of Genbor, there is a temple of Galathina. If you ask around for Fred's associate, you should be able to find them.
Galathina?
Galathina. Galathena.
All right.
Anyway, the Temple of Galathina, if you ask for my associate, and you'll need to tell them that I sent you, or they likely won't speak to you. Do you need protection?
Would they believe me?
They should.
I don't think I need protection. I appreciate the offer. And then Thauma just kind of sinks down to the floor and blends in with the floor. And I might be able to get in and out okay.
Fred gives kind of a chuckle and a knowing nod. Well, best of luck to you. Let me know if there's anything else that you need while you're in Thestalon.
I will. I thank you. I can't put into words how much it means to even have the first steps towards finding him again. So thank you.
I wish you all the luck in finding your family. I do have one unrelated request. There is an individual you met in the forest.
Okay.
Sorry, it froze. I wasn't sure.
There's
an individual you met in the forest named Mirden. And they get very quiet when they say that name.
Which one was Mirden? Was Mirden the older
Older, yes.
Yeah. We met Mirrodin and her sister.
You would do well to forget her name.
She is not safe. We're not safe from her, or she won't be safe.
Just the name. I would ask you not to speak her name if you can avoid it.
Okay. Yeah, I will. And I will pass that along to.
Thank you.
To my traveling companions.
I appreciate it.
And Thauma slips back out of the door.
Okay. And where is Thauma headed?
To the bar.
To the bar.
And is essentially going to octopus version plop down on a bar stool. Probably next to our drunken soldier friend, if he is still there.
Okay. Whoops.
Rooney, if Rooney is still there.
Rooney is, I believe, passed out last you saw.
So he's there, but not here.
Yes.
He is physically there.
So, the rest of the evening, you may drink, you may be merry. Late, probably shortly after you head out of that room, the Mayor Una will come back. She is a Merbolg, very butch, mayor of Thestalon, and she will come back and take each of your statements about what happened in the forest as you fought off the doppelganger. Before the mayor arrives, would you like to meet up with your party members and have a conversation?
This is a question for Thauma.
That's a question for Thauma, sorry.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. I was like, wait, where am I?
Yes.
Okay.
So, retcon, maybe she doesn't plop down at the bar.
Just before plopping down at the bar.
I'm going to see if Elomi and Leo are downstairs.
I presume they're downstairs, unless there's any reason they're not.
Yep, Leo's downstairs, and they are having a good old breakfast beer.
Sorry, we're still in evening.
Oh, it's evening? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, that wasn't clear.
Yeah, it's still the night before.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I think I had Elomi go upstairs to just freshen up a little bit because of the whole everything last episode. So their hair is probably, well, they're underwater, so it wouldn't be damp, but it's obvious that they've just like changed
Freshly
outfits.
combed.
Yeah.
So would they have been upstairs for like what that?
No, they're
conversation
downstairs. They're eating.
Okay.
And then you sneakily reappear in the room.
Yep. And I go over to them and just like, can we talk upstairs in one of our rooms before the mayor gets here?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, no problem.
So we go upstairs, and whosever room is first, I guess. I don't particularly care which room it's
Leo's
in.
room.
Architecture.
Welcome to my messy room. I'll just kick some stuff out of the way.
Just whack it with your tail.
Mm-hmm.
MTV
Nothing
Reeves.
to see here.
MTV Reeves. Sorry, very serious moment.
There's somebody here that I was supposed to meet with to get information from basically my brother, and he isn't here. And the gentleman that was the intermediary of the notes gave me information on how to find maybe where he is. But he also asked that with what went on out in the woods, that we not mention Mirrodin. That it's best if we forget her.
I think that toothpaste might be out of the tube.
What the heck is toothpaste?
Sorry. Sorry, that was out of character. We don't have toothpaste. Our teeth look like ass.
I will say you did mention Mirrodin's name when you dropped off Niftosh, the doppelganger, the saddest Macy's Day Parade balloon.
I think the oyster's out of that shell, if you will.
Nice.
But if we can, I don't know how. I don't know if it's something we can just not bring up again and not state in the official report. I don't know, and I don't know why. He just said that it would be best if we did. I don't know if she's in danger or if we're in danger from knowing who she is.
That's fair, but isn't Mayor Una coming back from interviewing the twins?
No.
No? Oh.
I think you just kind of mentioned there's a hut in the woods.
Oh yeah, she did just sort of swim away and not really mention anything else. She was just sort of like, oh, okay, we have an alien. You're correct. Sorry.
So yeah, I don't know if we said any. I don't remember if we said anything specific name wise.
So so to clarify, because like it's gonna be tricky to talk about the whole situation without mentioning names, but like, do you think we could just be like, oh yeah, there's a woman who lives in the woods, and or is that too much information? I'm struggling to like put together how much
their shoulders and all tentacles shrug.
The multiple tentacle shrugs.
I don't know. He just was adamant that we not speak her name. Not mention
Okay.
her.
I think that we can try to keep it vague. Fingers crossed that Mayor Una doesn't remember her name at the least.
Yeah. We can just be like, we went looking because we heard about the wolf eels and it led us there. And Leo looked at the mirror and got sucked in. And then
we also have that guy
Nick
downstairs
Rush?
in the corner.
I think he is passed out.
Damn it.
I mean,
Okay.
he wouldn't know much anyway.
Yeah.
He was in the mirror before the sisters, so
Yeah.
So that could be to our advantage.
If she
Right,
does
well,
remember,
happy to let someone else take the lead because I'm very good at putting my tail in my mouth.
okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah, so am I.
So, if I can move things forward a little.
Yeah.
After you've had this conversation, the mayor will arrive at the Wicked Clam, looking strangely more put together than the last time you saw her. The last time you saw her, she was like, messy hair and, sweat sort of floating off into the water and had, a heavy metalworking tool in her hand. And now she's sort of dressed, she's changed her clothes and her hair is pushed back in a nice tidy hairstyle. And she takes each of your statements. She'll interview you as a group. Is there someone who's going to take the lead on explaining what happened?
I think that I should take the lead. I think that I can be slippery enough to avoid any major mistakes.
Go ahead and make a persuasion, just a general charisma check.
Okay.
It's like,
Let the bard do the talking.
Charisma's plus 3.
Exactly. I need to plug in my computer because I forgot to do that.
whoops.
Oh.
Ouch.
Plus 3. How's a 12 do it for you?
Okay. And are you taking special care not to mention the Mirrodin's name?
Yes.
Okay. She takes your statement. She has a half orca, the half orc. I think I said merfolk, but she's actually a half orca woman who was at the sort of met you at the desk with her and who is taking notes. And she says, "Thank you so much for your time, and I will let you know if we have any other questions for you. But we have a cleric in town, so we should be fine."
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mariuna.
Of course, and welcome to Thestalon, and thank you so much for your service to the town.
Of course.
If your new mer friend over there wakes up before you leave town, could you ask him to come see me?
Of course.
All right.
Yeah.
And she and Daphne will head on out, and you can retire to your rooms and level up.
Hey.
Yay!
I'm taking a CF point.
Okay.
Because of all of the action.
Okay.
That is something that just makes sense to have that on the next day. I just need to open my Google Drive to remember what.
Fair enough. To get to the effects.
To get to my effects.
So Thauma
took
might
the
be a
Sentinel
little...
feat as part of my level up.
Woo! I don't remember what that one does, but I can always Google it.
Stops people from running away from me.
Ooh,
Oh.
yes. Good.
I just got spells.
You just got bells?
I have spells.
Oh, spells. I thought you said bells, and I was like, that makes sense. You're a bard. Okay, so
Same.
the next
I got spells
morning,
too.
The next morning, what would you like to do? The clams are chirping and the water's glowing in the early morning sunlight.
Picturing the SpongeBob clams.
Just like,
Okay. I have disadvantage on physical attacks.
okay. Because you are fatigued.
Yes.
I'm going
I am
to go
chronic fatigued.
I'm going to
You're
go
gonna go
downstairs, have a breakfast beer and a breakfast salad, kelp, and other delicious seagrasses.
How early of a riser is Leo?
That is a very good question. Probably the underwater equivalent of like 7 a.m. So not
That's so
up at dawn, but
early.
not really late.
For me, that's dawn, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
realer.
Great. So you head downstairs before anybody else, and Winifred is kind of groggy and makes you a salad and hands you a drink and says, "Boy, you're an early riser."
Well, you know, there's a lot of work to be done, and breakfast beer to be drunk.
A Merbolg after my own heart. She hands you the small alcoholic sphere, and Elomi and Thauma will join you downstairs after a fashion, and the day is yours.
is Rooney in the corner still, or?
You do not see Rooney at the moment.
I will probably ask Winifred, are the merfolk that we brought in who may have cleared out a lot of your stock, did he end up staying the night?
He did. I could not bear to let the poor man go out into the streets, so I gave him a room for the night. I think he might be from far east of North Fork. He was
Far
talking
east.
about an emperor, and the only emperor I've heard of is far in the east.
All right.
That does track. I think when we asked him where he was from, he said something about a place starting with K that for some reason I don't have in my notes.
I do.
Did I write it down?
He said he's
Krella.
from Ella?
Oh,
Krella.
right. Yeah, Krella. I'm not a history buff, but I don't know a place named Krella. I just know that region to the east of North Fork is the one where I've heard of emperors.
Huh.
Not a geography buff either.
He did seem unfamiliar with Thauma
What about
and Leo here.
geography?
Geography, I'm even worse at.
Current affairs.
Oh,
It's hard to keep current on that.
Oh,
How dare you. All right, I'm making a note.
ouch. Ow. That hurt.
What happens
Oh,
when you
Just
fight
gotta
that boss?
go with the flow with the puns. Go
Oh
with the
my
flow.
god.
There's no need to be salty about it.
I know my boyfriend's in the other room just like dying of happiness. He's way big on puns and I'm not. So anyway, what would you like to do?
I just can't help myself. Anyway. Sorry.
For a point of reference, by the way, random, in case anyone was curious, you are about less than an hour from the surface.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go try to see if Rooney is alive after that volume consumed. Much less awake. If I can.
Okay. Winifred tells you a room, and if you go and knock on the door, you hear some like grunting and so you hear snoring as you come down the hall. And then
God.
you knock and you hear, or would you knock if you heard snoring?
Yeah, just because I have many questions for this dude.
You
Let's figure it's like noon. It's underwater noon.
yeah. You knock and you hear sort of some grunting. Yeah. What?
Pardon me, Sir Rooney. This is Elomi from yesterday.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought you said you were a soldier in an army.
Doesn't make me a sir.
Well, I guess not. Would Rooney suit just fine then?
Okay.
All right. Sorry to wake you up so early. We just had a few questions. If that's all right.
Yeah, I think it's open.
Okay. Elomi's gonna hesitantly push open the door a little bit, peeking their head in. Hello?
He is like sprawled on the floor naked.
Oh,
I mean, he has a tail, but I'm starting to question things I wish I wasn't. He's not. He's got pajamas on. He still has armor.
Don't
Let me just drink some
folk
more.
usually not have bottoms on?
I don't know.
Let's
He's
not
still in
question
his
it.
full armor, sprawled on the floor, and he kind of looks up at you and says,
I don't want to be questioning this.
I don't either. That's why he's still clothed. What's up? Yep.
I'm sorry. We were asking the barkeep here, Winifred, if there was any empires nearby, and the only one close by is to the far northeast of here, and she didn't remember of any nation called Krella.
Krella's a kingdom.
All right.
So, the heck? Where are we?
You're at the Wicked Clam in Thestalon.
What's the Thessalon?
What's a? It's a
It's
small
really
town.
bright in here.
Yes. Good morning.
Good night. Morning.
Do we all go up to his room?
I mean, that's up to you.
If you want to risk your eyes.
Sure, you can all. You're all sort of hovering
he's
in the
fully
doorway. He's fully clothed.
He's fully clothed.
It was a
I'll just
gamble
mage
before
hand
opening
and
the door.
close-
Like
I'll
one of
mage
his.
hand and close the curtains.
Oh, thank you so much. Like one part of his armor has been untied, and clearly he just like gave up partway through. Can I help you?
Anyways, you're in Thestalon, which is a town near the kelp forest. We're a few hours east of Thestalon, which is the nearest kingdom.
You just said Thessalon twice. Did you
No,
mean
sorry.
Genbor?
I did mean Genbor. Excuse me.
Genbor? Genbor is just a... Genbor's not a kingdom? What are you talking about?
There's
Question.
currently a
Do
reigning...
we have dates?
Like a calendar? Oh.
Yeah.
I've been using just the calendar I got on clearance to track things, and it started on January 1st.
There is currently a reigning monarchy.
So maybe someday we will, but not now.
There is currently a reigning monarchy. And it is definitely no small kingdom by any feat.
Genbor is a small village. It's just, like some crazy mer people just decided they were done with the emperor.
Rudy, what year is it?
364.
And what year is it really?
Thanks, guys. I didn't prepare these numbers. So he says 364. It is actually 573.
Ooh.
Oh.
Boy.
This might be...
Well, that's a good thing you're laying down.
Yeah. It's the year 573. You've been in the
feel
mirror.
like it's too early for pranks.
It's definitely not
Look,
a prank.
either the mirror is that good or you were trapped in a mirror for a really long time. You can believe whichever version of events you would like, but unfortunately, yes, it is quite some time after 364.
He kind of like sits up a little bit, just kind of stares at the floor.
Does our money have dating stamps on it, like the year?
No.
You could have just said yes, and I could have proved it.
Yes. Sure, yes, it does.
That's
Open my
209
clamshell
years.
and dig out a coin, and just find a coin that shows that it's been like 200 years.
He kind of looks at it and is like, "Who is that?" It is King Harriston Gen is who is on the coin.
That would be the current reigning monarch of Genbor, Rooney.
He's just kind of staring. He looks at it and then he just kind of stares blankly at the floor.
I can imagine that this is a little shocking.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. You want to come downstairs and have some breakfast? I'm sure that you'll feel a little better with some food in you.
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill here.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Elomi's not fighting it. Elomi's just gonna go out the room.
Yeah, just let him sleep.
As you close the door, he's just like staring at the floor.
I'm gonna go find Winifred.
Okay.
Yeah.
She is her usual hustly bustly self with the crazy orange hair and all the drinks passing around to everybody.
Hi. You might want to check in on our very drunk friend.
Don't worry, I will. I got him. I'll keep an eye on him.
Mirror. The mirror. Did we tell her about what happened?
I think he probably did.
Yeah. He probably rambled about the mirror.
He was in that mirror for how many years?
209, if my math's right.
209 years?
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So he's that.
He's handling it well, understandably.
I think I know someone who can get him taken care of.
That sounded vaguely ominous. Could you elaborate?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Amusing and terrifying at the same time.
I have friends who specialize in helping people find places to be, places to go, people who are lost, people who need help.
That sounds perfect.
That's mighty kind of you.
I think we can get him taken care of.
What are the chances that Winifred will let me give her money for him to cover him? Because I'm assuming he does not have current money.
I think it'll depend on how you phrase it.
How would it be?
It's kind of our fault that he's here.
You put him in a mirror 209 years ago?
No, we let him out of the mirror.
He
wouldn't know any different if he was stuck in the mirror still. The time wouldn't have. He didn't know. I'm assuming he doesn't have money on him. Or current money.
He had some gold, but it was not gold I recognize, but gold's gold.
I'd like to pay for him to be staying here, at least for a week or two.
Make a persuasion check. To avoid getting free services from the inn.
While that's going on, I try to sneak more gold into the... No, I'm joking.
I mean, that's my next thing if she doesn't take it. Because that is only a 12.
Yeah, she looks almost offended.
Oh, sorry.
I can take care of him myself. It's fine.
I don't mean that you can't. You have to make a profit.
I will hear no more of this. Good day.
Okay.
Sort of scampers away.
Sorry, Winifred.
She looks amused, but like...
Sort of like, oh, cute.
Yeah.
She has to sleep sometime.
That's what you think.
It would be ominous but sweet. Oh my god.
I love this so much. All right, what would you like to do now? It is the midday.
You had mentioned about the surface being an hour away. Would
like
Thauma
40 minutes away.
Would Thauma know that?
Thauma would be able to look up when outside and be like, "Whoa,
that's bright.
That's the brightest shit I ever saw."
I don't know how long it takes.
You might not be aware of exactly how far it is, but you're like, "Wow, I can get there." You might not be able to say it's 40 minutes away, but you're like, "Oh, that's like right there."
I realize we're close to the surface.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just gonna put this out there: swimming towards the light is not always the thing you're aiming for.
I assume at some point we're all just kind of like sitting around
Doing
hanging
all day.
out.
What is that noise?
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
Do you
Oh,
guys
it was the
hear
fan,
that?
I think.
It's like getting louder than quiet. So
I don't hear anything. There, it can't be me.
I think it's your fan.
I think it's
I
just
don't-
hitting the
it's
mic
not-
on weird angles.
It's not
But
on.
that's Oh,
It's
what?
a ghost then. In any
yeah,
case.
Caption's ghost blamed me. Excuse you.
Whoa!
Hello, Caption Ghost.
Taking it with a metal chair.
It's fine. It seems to have stopped now. Caption Ghost.
Anyway,
Yeah, so you guys are just hanging out and drinking and being merry.
yeah, well, not so merry, but
Drinking anyway.
Are there any like
Yeah.
rumors of like anything interesting happening in town or around town?
I was trying to word a thing.
I think Thauma is trying to bring
Trying
something
to-
up with their friends.
yeah. Do you guys want to go with me for something?
Very
Oh my God,
vague,
yes.
but all right. I mean, I was in for it too, but I wasn't gonna. All right.
Is there
Where are we
anybody
going? What are we doing?
Is there anybody paying attention to us?
No.
I'm
It's
going
not
to-
it's like midday, so there's like a couple other people, but it's not like crowded.
Oh, it's
Well,
like
I don't
off
know
hours for a bar.
if it's a hopping lunch place. I don't know.
No, it's pretty chill.
I take out the letter from the note from Kale, and I put it down on the table.
It's on Owl there.
And
if you want
it
to
is on
see it.
Owl there.
Oh,
I
hello.
this came to me via Fred, the guy who said about not talking about the Lady in the Woods. He got this from Kale, Kale's basically my brother. I have to find him. The blue stuff. Sorry?
I was just gonna say, so they see a weird blue substance on the piece of paper.
The blue stuff, that's blood. Kale is like me. When we bleed, it's blue. And it's covering something. But if we go to where there's air, it becomes invisible. Like our blood is magic.
Like the surface?
So, yes.
We're really not far away at all. It wouldn't even take a day. Just to like go there and come back.
I have to see what's under this. And I've been alone for a while, and I don't think I can do this alone.
You don't have to, and it's not necessarily safe to go there alone. I needed to go up there sooner or later, so might as well be with you guys.
So, sounds like we got a road trip.
Oh my goodness. So if you head up to the surface, towards the surface, you are in a kelp forest, so you can see it kind of between the fronds of kelp, and it would take you not very long, about 40 minutes, maybe closer to an hour if you're not, in a hurry. And you can make it up to the surface. As you get further up, the kelp gets green, like brighter and more vibrantly green, and the water gets warm, and it's, for Thauma, it's almost uncomfortable. This is warmth you've not really felt before around you. You've almost never seen light this bright, but magical light exists, so there's times. It's very surreal for you. And as you approach, you arrive at the surface of the water.
What does the kelp taste like up here?
Ooh. The kelp up here tastes like fresher, but it's also like soggier. It's like less crunchy.
Huh.
This is me totally wildly guessing on how kelp would be at the top and the bottom of the thing, but I would say at the bottom it's probably crunchier. So it's softer and more like dissolves in your mouth kind of texture.
Huh.
I don't know if I like this texture, but it's interesting.
Not a happy snack.
How are you feeling, Thauma? Are you ready for this?
Yes, mostly because it's really, really warm up here.
Yeah, I
kind of want to
understand.
get it over with.
Yeah, it's really bright for me too. Don't worry.
So, I can breathe outside of water. I don't know if the others can.
We'd have to hold our gills, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, you can hold your breath.
Yeah, I can. Thauma can for 15 minutes, apparently. Can breathe out of water.
Oh! Nifty.
Real octopuses can, walk on land and, shuffle on land with their little tentacles.
I love cephalopods. Yeah. They're so cool.
But yeah,
so are you going for it, Thauma?
Yeah, take out the letter and take a look.
As your head breaks the surface of the water, it's shocking. You see things flying overhead, and it's like, I've only seen pictures of these. They're birds. It's very strange.
First time Thauma sees one get close, they are back under the water.
Valid. Right now they're way above. And you bring the letter up over the surface of the water, and it's covered in blue on the back, and you kind of stare at it after you've taken a minute to okay, these are my surroundings. You stare at it, and very slowly the blue color starts to fade in the sunlight, starting at the center, and this is what you see on Owlbear. It says Fendon, and it is signed H, written underneath the blue as it turns clear.
Is Fendon a place? Does it seem familiar? Or
are you all looking at the note?
That's a good question.
Elomi
I probably wouldn't look at it until Thauma.
Thauma's not being sneaky about it. It's only you guys.
Leo, the name wouldn't ring a bell. Elomi, you are aware that it is the name of the prison in Genbor.
Oh shit. Elomi gives Thauma a minute and then swims up to hold their breath and look at the note, make sure that Thauma's not too overwhelmed by the surroundings. Takes a moment to admire the birds and then focuses in on the mission.
Would Thauma know that that's the prison?
Not necessarily.
Can we speak, or are we just holding our breaths? Is it similar to
I mean, you can always go back under the water.
Yeah, we can go back under once Thauma reads it. It's
Elomi gestures to go underwater. They have something to say.
So we can just go back.
Yeah, you're back underwater now.
We can even start heading back. It was literally just that was it. Magic blood.
Yeah. We can talk about
just
this
a second, and they do a couple of barrel rolls on the surface before coming back down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay.
Do you know what that place is, Thauma?
I don't know.
That is that's the prison in Genbor.
It makes sense.
And on
Does
that
the
note,
H ring a bell?
It's a letter.
we'll just have to wait till next week. So, yeah.
Oh boy.
You got your note read. We had some backstory stuff. All right. So
We can
thank
keep
you.
going. I don't have to go to bed.
I think Ashta has to work. Yeah, it's kind of up to Ashta if we can keep going at all.
I do have to work.
That's what I
There
figured.
is work to be done.
Yeah.
Oh,
so sad.
So we'll just have to tune in next week and see what's up with Fendon. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Remember to follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Enchanted Babes. What's the name of our show? And catch up on all the episodes on YouTube. And we love you, and we'll see you later.
And all the links are in the chat. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
thanks for watching.